How's your transition been here?
Yeah. Transition's been really good. I took my visit here, enjoyed it. I had a scheduled visit to go to Ole Miss, canceled it because I fell in love with Coach Hurley right away. So I feel like this is the spot for me.
What's it been like just not being able to play last year, and then what happens with Huggins, and then you making the move? It's like a lot that happened.
It's been a roller coaster ride. It wasn't the first time. I've been through 3 coaches firing, so I just had to adjust really fast. Another obstacle in life you just got to overcome. And I felt like I fell into the right person's hand, and Coach Hurley, he's a player's coach, and he just brought me right in, and there's a family atmosphere here.
What was it about Coach Hurley and this program that made you decide this was the spot for you?
He kept it real from day one. What he needed a veteran guy to just come in, needed facilitating, needed scoring, and I felt like that's something over my college career that I've done at a very high level. And then getting to the free throw line, those are 3 things that I've done.
How does this style or the philosophy of the program sort of compare to what you've been used to previously?
I done played for different many styles, so it's Coach Hurley just adjusting. He averages 77.3 points a game, playing fast pace. I feel like I could play slow or fast. With Frankie Collins and Jemai, I feel like I get a rebound and outlet it to them, let them do their thing in transition. Or if we playing slow, I could post, I come off ball screens, get everybody involved, and just share the sugar.
And you came in late, so how has it been integrating with your teammates, getting to know Hurley's scheme, and just kind of adjusting to everything on the fly?
I'm a really good guy with people, so just adjusting to them. I adjust fast. I adjust to my surroundings fast. If I need to be a playmaker that game, that's what I'm going to do. If I need to go score, that's what I'm going to do. And if I need to guard the best player, that's what I'm going to do. And Coach Hurley took notice of that, so I felt like it's been really good.
Having to adapt to those different situations, coaching situations, has helped you, kind of think on the fly on the floor?
The main person that helped me with that was Steve Masiello, my coach at Manhattan, because he played everything on the fly. I think that's like a Rick Pitino thing, so I felt like we do that. And then once I got here, Coach Hurley was just throwing things at me. I could play multiple positions in 1 through 4. I feel like once I learn everything, I feel everything will be smooth.
How do you feel like that versatility can benefit this team, just with your play style?
I think versatility in college basketball benefits anyone now. Like in terms of like Jaime Jaquez, he was playing 1 through 4 at UCLA a lot. I feel like that it just helps anybody when you can guard multiple positions, you can do multiple things, and you've done it at a high level as well.
What do you think about the talent on this team?
Really talented team. I was actually surprised. I looked at the roster when I was coming here, and then I looked at Ole Miss, and I looked at Oregon and a bunch of schools. And I feel like when I got here, I was like, they're talented, like really talented. Alonzo Gaffney runs up the floor. Sean Phillips, really raw, but got NBA potential. I think, in my opinion, Jemai and Frankie are NBA players as well. And then when you throw somebody like Adam Miller, me, along with Kamari, we could be really good. We just need to gel, adjust. College basketball is a roller coaster, so just got to stay together within those times.
Were you familiar with any of the ASU players, whether playing against them previously, or did you know anybody?
Last year I knew Luther Muhammad well because he's from New Jersey. And now I watched Frankie play TCU last year because all I do is watch basketball. so that was the only one I was really familiar with. And when I got to practice, I was like, I know everybody really well now.
Who was the first guy that, like, when you got here, kind of specifically came up to you and said, like, yo, if you're with me, I'm going to make sure you're good in Arizona with the team, and, like, kind of integrated you into the
Everybody did that, but it was not, like, no specific guy. Like, everybody did that, but then I feel like I've gelled with Frankie because he's the point guard. I gelled with Jemai. I put him under the wing just to tell him the ropes around the game and just how to get to his spots at an efficient rate because I feel like he has a lot of talent. And then I put Sean and Zoe right under the wing just to tell him how they could be effective in a college basketball game.
Jose, I know you didn't get to play at West Virginia last year, but being around such a respected program and such a respected coach, what were the takeaways of that you think you could put to the court here?
Bob Huggins, he still calls me to this day to make sure I'm okay. So he was the first person to call me still. When I came to play for Coach Hurley, he said, go do what I know you can do. He told me how he messed up and all of that, but he always got my back no matter what, and he knew I went there to play for him, so that's all I took from it, for real.
Jose, you're one of 9 newcomers. With having so many new guys, how has that helped the chemistry with everyone sort of experiencing, this together?
For me, it's a little different because I've done it like 3 times. So when I did it at West Virginia, it was more about like what you do off the court, like when you bond in, like watching film together, like how close and relatively you are, getting in the gym together. So I feel like I've done that here, like getting in the gym on my own, making sure other guys are getting in the gym. And I feel like that's what we've done at a high level. I feel like I just changed the energy around once we got here, because I feel like everything's just about winning.
Just talking a little bit more about that adjustment. I mean, you're saying it's going well. How confident are you feeling yourself and the team going into non-conference play?
I'm really confident. I'm a confident player. It's been a lot, though. Not gonna lie, it's been a lot the last 3 weeks. You know, adjusting with academics, adjusting to moving to the West Coast. I've never been in the West Coast till now, so it's been a lot.
Yeah,
But
Mississippi State, a good team. How are you going to go about attacking that?
I know them very well because they recruited me. I know Scott Padgett, he was at Manhattan with me. I know Deshaun Davis, and I know Jimmy Bell, he was at West Virginia with me as well. So I know them well. I don't know how we're going to attack them. Coach Hurley's going to come up with a great game plan. And I feel like at the bottom line, it's just all about winning when we get in between those lines.
Jose,
The depth of this team also, like, I mean, Coach Hurley has talked about it, but when you're saying that the guys are talented, but I mean, with the depth, I mean, you can mix and match starting lineups. So even if you are starting or coming off the bench, how big of the depth of this team was in you making your decision to come here?
They had nothing to do. I just needed a good relationship with the head coach. Like, I just know he has my back, and I'm going to run through a wall for him. And I feel like if he knows that and I know that, there's just no better feeling than that as a player.
You were a prolific scorer at multiple stops at a lower level. Do you feel like just being surrounded by more talent changes the nature of what will be asked of you, or how you play, or any of those things?
I don't think so. Nah, the lower level really doesn't change the fact of anything. I don't think I'm a pure scorer. At one point, I was number 2 in the nation in assists, and we had some guys go down. So then Coach Maciel brought me in. Coach Kraft at Gardner Webb was like, hey, we need you to put the ball in the basket. I'm an unselfish player, so I feel like passing the ball, making somebody else better is my job, and then it opens up the game for you later on down the line.
What's the excitement level like to be able to show that on a bigger stage?
I've been ready since I got to West Virginia, so I feel like I have had a great year and a half summer. I haven't played in a year and a half. Just showcase, I transform my body around, transform my whole game around. I'm just ready to display it in the bigger stage. It's going to be fun. And I know Coach Hurley's going to have my back. Maybe it's going to take 2 or 3 games to get my legs back, but it's going to be fun.
What are you looking forward to about the Pac-12 and playing in the games against these teams that you probably watched on TV?
Playing Arizona. Probably that's what I'm looking forward to. Kirk Creaser went in there at West Virginia and told me a couple stories. So,
Okay, go ahead.
So I can't tell him. That was the only thing. Playing Arizona is probably going to be fun.
Replay the last play of the last time ASU played them.
Desmond Cambridge hit the 3, right? I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Coach Hurley jumps. It goes crazy. that was dope to watch. They showed me on my visit. So
Okay.
it was a fun moment.
Jose, having been around the block in college basketball, going from Manhattan, West Virginia, now to here, how do you think, now as an experienced college basketball player and with your age, how do you think that's going to rub off on a team with a lot of newcomers, even though you're one as well?
Well, I feel like age right now in college basketball is all over the world. Like Memphis with JQ and DeAndre Williams are really old. Armando Baker at Carolina. I feel like everybody's looking to get old now, playing through the transfer portal. And I just feel like it could be a good or a bad thing because it just depends on people's egos. For me, it's a good thing because I'm coming in with young guys, just trying to show them how I was successful in my college career.
You mentioned that you wanted to run through a wall for Coach Hurley and that ability to do that. What does that kind of say about your physicality, and does that help you be more physical in games, knowing that that's like kind of your mentality?
Yeah, I'm a physical player. I like contact. I just like physicality in general. I think Coach Hurley likes that too. So just being physical with my opponent, offensively and defensively, try to wear them down throughout the game. That's how I've been taught the game from my career. And I feel like that's what I'm really good at. I just wear down my opponent.
Everybody good?
Yep. Thanks, Jose.
Thanks, Jose. Appreciate it.